AD gives first-hand information on how Igbos were massacred. Bishop Obi Udezue Onubogu, former AD-camp to late Biafran Lord Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu during the Civil War, has revealed what Ndigbo must do to produce the next president of Nigeria in 2023. Onubogu, who is the head of Rock Family Church, also noted that the agitation for Biafra had continued in the southeast because of the unwillingness of the world to see how Ndigbo were massacred before and during civil war. He told Sun that as an ex-police officer, he has a first-hand information on how Igbos were killed in the north and railed down to the southeast before the war even started. Both restructuring and the possibility of having Nigerian president of Igbo extraction in 2023 can only be achieved through dialogue. Ndigbo cannot do it alone. The people that think it is their turn should also come to the table as Ndigbo and present their case. We should try to win one another by explaining the importance of having our own to be in charge of the affairs of this country. In short, I am so deep into it that every situation that has happened in the country, I see the need to talk to the people concerned. If you don't like the word dialogue, let me reduce it to discussing with the people. Discussing with people who might even oppose your views, those that agree with you and those that may have a different idea about pressure that we are all facing, he said. He continued, it was a clear genocide. It's not only that the massacre in the north was genocide. People were killed and railed down to us here in Koshis. Bodies were received here in Enugu. I was a serving police officer here, so I can give you first-hand reports or information about that. The world turns their eyes away from certain sensitive events in the lives of people because of their interests. Many nations in Africa suffer the same thing we suffered, but they were highlighted and written about. I personally think that the world ought to know. The way to get things right and settled is to speak the truth about what happened. That you don't teach history in schools means that certain things will be hidden away from the young generation. But I will assure you that it can't last forever. There will be a generation that will come that will unearth all these things and speak of it boldly. People who survive it are still alive. And even though the world does not want to talk about it or publish it or draw the attention of people to it, there are some publications already in circulation. I stand with the people of Asaba who chose to draw the attention of everybody to that incident. They are not celebrating death but are just pointing out an incident which we should never allow to happen anywhere else in this world. So guys, in my opinion, I think the AD to Ojukwu has said few things, but it's like he's still on the still of the opinion that talking about the Igbo presidency, and like he said that everybody needs each other and there's no way, no matter what, anywhere the presidency might go, each region still needs the help of other region, so to speak. But the thing is that a lot of people believe in different things. He's talking about Igbo presidency, why some people are saying no, it has to be Biafra, Biafra or nothing. And the unfortunate thing there is that, just like he said, that those who witnessed the civil war then, there are some of them are still alive, which is true. But the unfortunate thing there is that a lot of people are really afraid not, for what happened before not to happen again. But the people who are agitating for Biafra now said, no, for the fact that we say we want to go a separate way, that doesn't mean that we want to go into war. And just like Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, that they need to be careful, sending message to Biafrans that they need to be careful on how to go about this thing, whether they want to choose a referendum over picking up arms, that the best way is to apply wisdom, because if they don't apply wisdom, what happened during the civil war might want to repeat itself, and which it will not even go in that line. They need to be more careful so that they will not be able to tag them, that there are ways to go about this thing, of course, which I know he has his own way of doing a lot of things. But the unfortunate thing is, like I said, the older ones are not even ready to champion this cause. I think people were like, oh, how old were you? How old was he that time when the civil war happened? He didn't know anything, but at least he still know people who still witness all of this, is that he got the first-hand information. But the unfortunate thing there is that most of these politicians from the southeast, they are just concerned about what they are going to get into their pockets. They are just concerned about, okay, oh, Igbo presidency and all of that. Everybody is entitled to his opinion. Everybody must come together and know what they really want actually. You see some people talking about restructuring. Of course, that is the way they feel about it, because you can't blame those who said, okay, they are going their separate way. Those who are even clamoring for restructuring, you can't still blame them, because what we have presently is not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody at all. And that is just the fact. That is why everybody is confused. Then what is now the solution? Those who are opportune to be at the helm of affair of this country, they are telling you one Nigeria, they're telling you, oh, everybody must be together, that there is strength in our being together. But it is just to their own benefit and at the detriment of the majority of the masses. And when people are saying, no, we are not getting anything as people, as citizens, they will just be laughing you to scorn, because they are overfed even to overflowing. So that is just the way I see it. And from the angle of this ex-AD, AD camp of Biafra, of Ojukwu, the man wants a Igbo presidency, and he's saying, because the reason why people, there's still this agitation in the southeast is because the world does not really want to open up to what really happened, even during the civil war. Just like he said, he has a first-hand information about what happened, during that time. He could really give first-hand information more than every other person. And some people are of the opinion, okay, you are entitled to your opinion, and some people are buttressing what he has said. Some people are like, oh no, what you have said is not the truth. So everybody has a different opinion. There is this mixed feeling, mixed reactions, which is understandable, quite understandable. But what is the way forward? A lot of people have taken what they really want, restructuring Biafra and what have you, one Nigeria. But how are we going to achieve all of these things as a people? And someone says, Fulani have given Igbos big wound that will never be forgotten. It is a matter of time. Anything can happen because they refuse to show remorse for the atrocities. Gowon is watching the unity he fought for, according to him, but only God knows the truth about Gowon's claim. Nigeria unity is negotiable. Someone said, Dear Bishop, thanks for your memories as far about this event of then. Though Professor Chinua Lumogu Achebe have done great by his information concerning same events of the past. Even Frederick, the author of The Making of a Hero, also did well in his information about same events. My question is, do we still have fathers in the Southeast who still advocate for one Nigeria? It is time church fathers stand out for the truth that have cost the lives of innocent millions of people, especially the Igbos. Aburi Accord failed because of international conspiracies. When men who claim to know better still speak as cowards concerning the events they are witnesses to, the future generation may suffer same fate instigated by saboteurs. Those suggesting restructuring the amalgamation multiracial ethnic people will still be guilty of the death of millions of innocent Biafrans during same civil war. Going back down the history of the churches, one could see the emanation of confederation, or what we call through federalism. For those who would want to rush first to advocate for these same scamming political structures, experimenting with human lives and blood, for our remembrance, any practicing of federalism without letting the region's coordination rather than subordination will still be same scrambling. Biafra is the hope of Africa, the restoration of the lost glory and dignity of a black man. Peace to Jerusalem, peace to Africa, peace to the world. That is somebody's our submission there. Someone say, who are you asking what triggered the Nigeria civil war? If you are educating us, educate us fully. Teacher who does not know Good Luck Jonathan's ethnic group. So the Northerners just woke up one morning and started killing Easterners. It's like forgetting about the Ogoni 4 or the 12 policemen that were killed by the old militants. Make your story or history balanced by reporting both sides. And that's what somebody is talking, referring to what the Ojukwu'S SAD has said. Someone said, how do you discuss with a man who doesn't want to listen but want to kill you the more? The destruction is not repairable. Nothing like discussion with the vagabonds. Are you begging to discuss? Separation is imminent for peace to reign. Like I told you guys, different people with their different opinion, and there's this kind of a mixed reactions. Someone say, all of you who are questioning the rationale for an Igbo president have refused to listen to your insight. Have you stopped to ask why the question and agitation keeps coming? After the war, nobody in the East was allowed to carry firearms for more than a decade, but we were supposed to have been reconciled. Nobody from the East who was in the Nigerian military could ever be promoted beyond the rank of a brigadier until Ike Nwachukwu, who was supposed to have a blood relationship with the other group, but we were supposed to have been reconciled. Today we have a one central police force in the country many years after the war because the other regions don't trust the East. Being that the war started as a police action, even though we all know that the decentralized power is a better way of policing and fighting crime, we now talk about it as something new because we don't trust the East, yet we are supposed to have been reconciled. We even failed to have a national forum where these discussions could have been held. So how can we not believe that the other numerous issues will not be overlooked and some clock placed in the real will of reconciliation? I am not an Igbo man, but I listen to the heartbeats and I urge all Nigerians to do same so we can know the truth, the real truth, which cannot be under the bushel but placed on a lamb that for all to see. That is my own opinion. Period. Someone says, why are you coming up with this now? It's already late. We know all this and has made us inner mind decision. We have already made our decision and soon we execute our plans with or without the so-called themselves word powers. We would get things done accordingly. So guys, I don't know what you think about this whole thing, the way forward. Like I said, some people are of the opinion restructuring. Some people say no, that is not the way to go. Some people are saying, oh, let us go our separate ways. Some people say no, you can't go your separate way, you have to stick together by fire by force. And someone says, oh, some people are saying, oh, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Like I said, those who are chanting one Nigeria, they know what they are getting. Because if you have studied this country for a very long time, you know that the so-called people who have been leading us, they are deceiving us at the detriment of the people, but to the benefit of themselves and their cronies. That's just the way to go. That is the way it has been going. So what is the way forward? How do we move forward from here, since we have a different opinions, different beliefs, and different mindsets on how to go? Then where are we going to meet? Place of equilibrium. Where are we going to meet? Because we still need to meet at somewhere for us to move forward. So guys, leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.